I have to watch the Super Bowl for my advertisement class and do a panel on academic review the ads. Can you please do reviews? My review for Super Bowl will be on Monday, this coming Monday. I can't wait for the follow-up FTX ad. Dude, I would kill for another FTX ad. I would kill for it. Honestly, here's a question we should ask. When Sam Bankman-Fried gets out of jail, which is probably going to be, it's going to be a long time. But then again, I look at that guy who did the medical fraud for bribing doctors and got 5 years of service and then only served 2 and then got out on good behavior. Like, what if Sam Bankman-Fried gets out in, what if he gets a 40-year sentence, gets out in 7 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? If he gets out, he's pretty young. He was 31 when he went. He'll be under 40, he's 39, younger than Zuckerberg. Do you think the vibes are good? Do you think like he's like, people are almost like he's like a hero? He's like a, do you think people support him? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he's got like, yeah, like a Wolf of Wall Street type beat. Do you know what I'm saying? Where he's almost like, he's got irony fame. He won't be out in good behavior. He was a league player. You're right. There's no fucking way he gets out early on good behavior, bro. He's gonna be saying the most toxic shit to the warden. Anyway, I just wonder. I mean, listen, you guys say no, but like, I'm sure we all would have said no about Jordan Belfort. Guy's a huge fucking scammer, weirdo. Like, why the fuck would he ever? Like, what if they make an SBF movie? If they make an FTX movie, I bet this guy gets out. He's fucking famous. Won't SBF go to a rich person prison though, which is like a retirement home, or have a nice holiday? I mean, if he gets the sentence we're talking about, it's not a holiday. He's not going to like a federal supermax, but like if he gets the years they're talking about giving him, the Bernie Madoff stuff, I mean, it could seriously be his fucking life. 100% if he gets out, he goes on to his next grift. I wonder. The thing is, I wonder if he goes to jail for longer than I mean, legitimately, if he goes to jail for 30 years and he was 30 when he went in, he's not going out and grifting, bro. Doesn't Jordan Belfort still have a negative net worth? I have no idea. I mean, that doesn't sound right. He did a bunch of speaking engagements for a pretty high fee. He probably did some crypto scams. He did, I don't know. I just saw a celebrity recently shill crypto and I was like, it was almost quaint. I just saw someone on Twitter like shilling crypto and I was like, it was almost like, oh, that's kind of cute. It's like, you're still doing that? This is so late. Was it Tate? I think it was Tate. I think it was Andrew Tate. Who we're talking about? Yeah, it's like, you're so late. David Schwimmer, did he shill crypto? There is a David Schwimmer crypto, at Schwimmer crypto, but I don't think it's him. I don't think David Schwimmer made an alt account for his crypto trades called Schwimmer Crypto. That seems unlikely. I don't know that that is true. I don't know that that's based. People still follow Andrew Tate. That's cringe. I mean, I don't know that he's as big as he was, but he's still got followers, yeah. Hey, Truck, what do you think about hustlers talking about SMMAs, social media marketing agencies to get rich quick? Obviously stupid, but I think you know that because you said get rich quick. If anybody ever says get rich quick, it's like, do you even need someone to tell you it's a scam? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that. It's where like they tell people, here's what you can do. You can use ChatGPT to create a website and then go around to local businesses and sell them on making their own website. And then you use ChatGPT to create it. It's like, it's all these things where it's like the person is trying to make money off of you by teaching you something that sounds kind of easy in theory, but it's usually a pain in the ass in practice. If you are an excellent in-person salesman, you could make some money off that. I mean, like, people make money every day, dude. There are all sorts of businesses that work. You could do that, but like at the end of the day, you're going to end up running a business because the client's going to have feedback. They're going to want to change things that you can't do either. It's not going to be easy. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's going to end up being as much work as if you do it. But yeah, if you can sell, you can make money 100%. The thing I've seen is marketing to companies, people, and just hiring contractors. Yeah. All of these ideas revolve around like, you don't have to actually do the work. Here's a way to make money where you don't have to do the work. But then what it really involves is an incredibly grueling amount of work to make your poor, shoddy, AI generated or contracted work sellable. Like if you made amazing websites, you're really good at it, then you have an advantage that makes it easier to sell. But if you're making the shittiest fucking ChatGPT generated websites, then you have to be an incredibly good salesman. And so it's not that good. I wonder if AI gets good enough, they won't actually be lying. Yeah, again, if that exists, it'll be a short window. If you could just go to ChatGPT and prompt like, make an amazing website for this, and it just literally does it and it's not a lot of work and it looks great, then there will be a short window of arbitrage where you can go to boomers that own a small business and don't know anything about the internet and sell them on it and make money. Like that's possible. That's a navigatable window. But like once it becomes so obvious and very easy, you know, eventually boomers got on the internet for the first wave of all this stuff. And then they'll figure out ChatGPT. I had 2 roommates who wanted to sell shirts. They drew one design, bought a bunch of shirts from Target, screen printed the design, started selling for 20 bucks a shirt. They made a tiny bit of money, then got big enough they needed to pay tax and file paperwork, and they gave up. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is like all of these things have an incentive to understate the work. If it works, if there's money in it, there's going to be some level of work, bro. There's going to be something you got to do. So it's not like you might as well just get a job. Ishraq, I want to quit my job, but my manager relies heavily on me, and doing so would ruin the team. Should I do it? You should never, ever, ever quit a company that relies on you. 100% you should work there until you die. In fact, you should take on more responsibility so that you're helping shoulder the burden. It's a family, and what you're doing when you leave them is betrayal of the highest order. Emotions are a part of the decision. Till your dying breath, you should work there. Till your knees give out, dude, until your fucking back breaks. If I were you, I would call the manager, clearly they're struggling, and be like, hey, can you cut my pay and use that to make things a little easier around here? If you want to quit your job, you should quit your job. The only thing I would say is you sound like, number one is that you could overestimate your contribution. This is possible. I'm not saying you are, but you could think that like, oh, this team will never last without me. And then you leave and then it keeps running, right? That's possible. But if you're right, if you think you're right, like you're not just like gassing yourself up, you think like, hey, the team really relies on me, you can ask for a raise. Like almost assuredly you could ask for a raise, especially if you're thinking of quitting. That's the perfect thing. If you're like, I'm already out the door, I have nothing holding me here, this is a great time to be like, hey, listen, I do this, this, and this. Now I would phrase like this. I'd be like, hey, I love working here. I love this team. I feel like I'm a real integral part of it. I'm doing a great thing. These are some of the things I accomplished. I'm looking to get X% increase on my, you know, like that. But like, say like, I really see a bright future here. I like working here. I just want to see my compensation match the value I think I'm delivering to the team. Something like that. And then you can ask for a raise. And I think that's super fair if you're super reliable. And then if the person, the boss, knows how important you are for the team, like doesn't want you to quit, they're kind of bent over a barrel. They got to give you the raise. I asked for a raise during my performance review today, and my manager told me they want to train me for a position that would double my pay. Could be stalling, but it could also be, I have no idea. It could be true. Could be totally true. And if that's true, that's fucking awesome. If they like you, that's fully reasonable. If they see like a long-term path for you. Honestly, this is rare nowadays. There's been like a breakdown in employer-employee relationships where like employers are loath to invest in their talent, in their human capital for the long term, like to like, you know, just to put money and time and training in you. What they want to do is hire you from somewhere else that already trained you. That's like the employer's goal. That's why like switching jobs often gets you paid more. It's because they never want to like spend the time on their current employees. They want to just buy someone from somewhere else. Yo, big game, I'm starting my first job as a game developer. Well, congratulations. It sounds like you got a job as a game developer right out of graduation. That's fucking killer. Congrats. This is hard times, dude. Everyone's getting, there's layoffs like crazy. Game dev's crazy. I've heard it can be a difficult industry is what I'll tell you. If you really like it, just understand that the industry on a whole, not company by company, some are better than others, tends to exploit people's passion for games by underpaying and overworking them. Like if you were in a normal tech coding job, you would have less hours and more money. So you have to really love games. That's one of the negative effects. Now I think little by little this is changing. I think there's positive direction on this. Some studios have even unionized. I think as gaming gets more and more and more and more valuable, you guys see Disney put $1.5 billion into Epic Games. There's like, I really want to make this video, but I've already put too much on my plate that I'm trying to finish. There's a clear war brewing between 3 companies that are all trying to learn from each other to steal things from each other before they get stolen from. It's Disney, it's Lego, and it's Nintendo. Disney, Lego, and Nintendo are trying to be these new media ultimate conglomerates for family-friendly youth plus adults with families. They are like Lego, for example. You might think of Lego as a simple Lego toy company, but over the past few years, Lego has really, really like set their sights on Disney. They have put a bullseye on Disney and tried to learn from them. They've added TV shows, they've added movies, they've added cinematic universes, they've added, I mean, they have theme parks. I think they had Lego Fortnite, they have like gaming experiences. They're trying to get these full stack toys, games, movies, cinematic IP, theme park. They want to have like this whole thing. So they're trying to, like Lego is trying to learn from Disney as much as they can. And they're a little bit ahead even in the gaming part, like, you know, Lego Star Wars and all that. and Disney trying to learn back. Nintendo, same thing. Nintendo is like amazing in gaming, but they're trying to learn about the other stuff. So Disney has always been the GOAT at everything outside of gaming, and they're trying to learn from Nintendo and even some part Lego, while those guys are trying to steal from Disney. It's like Lego and Nintendo on one side trying to learn everything they can from Disney, and Disney trying to learn from what they can. And whoever gets it first will be kind of on top. Those three companies are really fascinating right now because they're high growth.